The head coach of the Kansas State Wildcats is Bill Snyder in his second year. What a turnaround for he and the Wildcats. 6-14 overall. And to think that this year 5 wins for K-State, that's as many as they had in all of the last 5 years combined. Gary Gibbs also in his second year. He's guiding the Sooners attack. Gary Gibbs 1-0 versus Kansas State and comes in with a record of 13-7-0. Has felt some heat in Norman, but he's a guy that everyone expects to get the job done and do it in a classy way. Kansas State won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so K-State will kick off. Warren Klassen will do the honors there. Otis Taylor and Dewell Brewer are back deep for Oklahoma to await the kick. The wind out of the north, as we mentioned, it is sort of a crosswind right now as we begin the game. At the goal line, Brewer breaks outside. Brewer pinned in at the 50-yard line. For Brewer, his longest return of the year. The previous long was only 17 yards. That came against Brewer. Leading the attack for the Oklahoma Sooners today, the freshman, the true freshman, Cale Gundy. He is hitting on 49% of his passes so far this year, has thrown 3 touchdowns, one of those coming just before the half against Oklahoma State that turned that ball game. Gundy on the option, looking for the first down yardage. He might have had it on second effort. He needed to get down inside the 30. He was a 4-year starter at Oklahoma State. The middle, down inside the 30, down to around the 15-yard line. Brewer on his feet, down to the 3. Master games, they've scored first. They'll try to make it 9 straight right here, and Gundy's got the touchdown. Gundy sneaks it in, and the Sooners lead 6-0.
Dave, Oklahoma has
with 10:01 to go. The Sooners lead 7-0. The Kansas State Wildcats 7-0 with Drew Goodman and Dean Blevins. I'm Dave Armstrong in Norman. A little bit at a time on K-State.
Blitz.
Brewer, how did he get out of that? Another first down inside of Kansas State territory, down to the 42-yard line. I'm not so sure that Cooper's best position isn't on defense. Big hole up the middle, fumble. And did he fall back on the football? I believe so.
Oklahoma already 4th on the Big 8 all-time scoring charts.
Lasher's kick is up, and it is good. Lasher with his 13th field goal of the year and his 79th, make that 80th point of the year for R.D. Lasher. He had an extra point and now 3 more. So Lasher with 80 points this year for OU, and the Sooners lead. So it's 3rd and 10 on the long incompletion. Gundy straight back to throw again. 3 straight tosses for OU, and that one's caught at the 40. Corey Warren with a great. Gundy, they're throwing a lot of the Sooners on this one, and Cooper gets it. Finally drugged down at the 11-yard line. Danny Needham makes the play. Pay these guys well, and that's what Kansas State has done. They picked up some experienced assistants, guys that they are paying well.
Oklahoma 5 defensive backs expecting Straw to throw.
And Straw does throw, and he's got a man wide open. That's his tight end Campbell. Campbell still on his feet. Campbell could go all the way. He steps out of bounds. Campbell steps out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
You got to wrap them up. Oklahoma going in there only buddy.
Now it's 3rd and goal from the 4. What's in store? Straw to throw. Looks in the end zone. Touchdown! Michael Smith.
Michael Smith turned Terry Ray around. He had no chance. Easy pickings that
Particular drive, 2 of 2 for 76 yards. Of course, there was that 72-yard pass play to his tight end, Russ Campbell, and Campbell did the bulk of the work there, and I mean bulk, by breaking that tackle. Bill Snyder now looking at his chart, saying, all right, let's see. Gundy, play action. Lots of time. and his receiver, and caught at the 21-yard line by Greg Urban. 26-yard line. The first half. Gundy comes on the option. Touchdown. Dewell Brewer.
That's why Oklahoma feels it will be hard to stop in the next 3 years with Cale Gundy at quarterback in the huddle, which they could do with the clock stopped.
3rd and 10. Straw has plenty of time. Gets it across the middle. Pass caught by Andre Coleman. Coleman races down and goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Another. Straw straight back, looking in the end zone, waiting for it, and then having it picked off. Well, it was a similar strategy used by Pat Jones in that now storied Oklahoma State game. And Jones saying he wanted the timeout with about 20 seconds to go. He finally got it with what, 10 or 9?
He got it with 3.
3, that's right.
He got it with 3. The only difference being the ball.
The ground. Kansas State with 1 score, but the Sooners comfortably ahead at the intermission. It's the Oklahoma Sooners leading the Kansas State Wildcats 27-7. Today, Gundy on a 1-yard run. Rashid goes in from the 1, and Brewer from the 4.
Early report card on the first half for Cale Gundy, your young quarterback.
Well, he's played well. You know, we sputtered some when we got in the red zone. They've done a good job of blitzing and kept us a couple of field goals. We missed a couple opportunities early in the game, but so far offense we played pretty well.
You pleased with the defensive side of things?
Well, they played well. The big plays, though, there in the first half, we got to eliminate.
All right, Gary. Good luck second half. Gary Gibbs, back upstairs.
Thanks, Drew. Those big plays he talked about, those big plays by Carl Straw. That huge play to his tight end, Russ Campbell. A couple other big plays, one of them to Andre Coleman. Kansas State did hit some big plays, but it is up, and it's going to fall short. About 3 or 4 yards short, just out of the range of Tate Wright. And Kansas State will turn the ball over on downs. Oklahoma. Watson checking off at the line of scrimmage. Watson to throw on 4th down. There's Hernandez. That's a first down and more. Hernandez fights it down and goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Charles Franks finds. Kansas State will go with a wind at their back on a drive. The Sooners still lead, though, by 20 points. Watson, we know, is as he was carried off the field. Tate Wright comes in for a field goal from 22 yards, a 32-yard attempt, and it is no good. It's off to the right.
Has to be a demoralizer for Kansas State. They dominated.
Dean, I heard you mention a few moments ago that it was homecoming, and sometimes the players forget about that sort of thing. That fact has not been lost upon me. I've been searching the stadium for the homecoming queen, and I'll let you know when I find her.
It won't do you any good when you find her, but keep looking. 9:57 to go here in the ball game. Gary Gibbs looking for him. Gundy, play action. Lots of time. Now he doesn't. He's hit hard and he fumbles the football. Kansas State recovers on their own, or on the OU 21-yard line. Jody Killian, the guy that OU. Margesso, good night. And why punt it from the 32? Margesso, couple, that's it. Reggie Barnes.
Oklahoma will not be credited with the accurate number of sacks. They have really been all over the quarterbacks for Kansas State here late in the second half.
Receiver, that's Warren across the middle, inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Another years. First and goal from the 9. Pitch back, Williams. Williams on his feet. Williams into the end zone. Touchdown!
And we mentioned
good, and it's 34-7 now. The Sooners leading the Wildcats with 4:08 to go in the ball game.